yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that this is closed. So Lenka, you can start.
Yeah.
We'll see how it works.
You.
We will change the slides and I think it's fine.
Okay. So thank you for your introduction. And as I mentioned, today we have our first lecture. And first of all, let me introduce the course structure, because today it will be introductory lecture. We will mention how to start a business in the Czech Republic. And I would like to know something about experience of our participants, because it's very useful for me to be as much helpful as I can. In our next lecture, we will work with business plan creation more actively. We will introduce types of business plans, etc. We will mention also legal forms of business and starting a craft business and business corporation in the Czech Republic. And last but not least, in our very last lecture, I would like you to be active in business plan presentation, because we'll be creating our business plans very actively. So it's our course structure, and you can find it in Moodle, and you can find there also this first presentation and download. Today, we will start with short introduction. As I mentioned, if possible, I would like to know something about our participants and their experience, especially about their experience with doing business or business planning, etc. Then we will outline a few information, but from the global point of view now, about setting up of the business in the Czech Republic, about potential business goals, and business plans, and also legal forms of business, but we will outline it in more detailed way in our next lectures. Okay, so let's get started. And my slide is focused on introduction, a few introductory questions. If possible, it would be fine to each participant will introduce shortly, and you can focus on following questions. If you have any experience with starting a business, or if you have any dream job or any business field in which you would like to set up a business. And yeah, I should see the list of our participants. I think, for instance, the first participant probably is here, Anastasia, if I reached correctly or properly. Can I ask you to start with your short introduction? Yeah, is it possible? Do you hear me? The first participant here is Anastasia Dronova. And if possible,
yeah, I hear you, but I'm from Slovakia actually.
yeah,
I just joined to
doesn't
listen.
matter. Okay, so for my purpose, it doesn't matter. If you have any experience with doing business, you can mention it shortly, I think.
Okay, I have online business. It's online shop. It's e-commerce business.
Yeah.
I'm selling handmade products from Ukraine. It was actually it was working before war. It was working in Ukraine, this shop, but now I'm in Slovakia, so I'm continue to work with it, and I hope to make it. I mean, to spread it, to make it bigger.
Yeah, how interesting.
Yeah.
So
it's e-commerce. Yeah.
Thank you for your introduction. Perfectly done. And the next participant is, in my view, Katerina Shevelko. If I read it properly, maybe you can correct me.
Yes.
And yeah,
Correct.
thank you.
Elena, yeah. Nice to see you all. I am a university lecturer teaching English, and I've never had any business of my own. But I'm interested in this course in order to learn if I can run anything like that myself, because in Czechia I have already been offered a position of a teacher, but as an entrepreneur. So I was offered to sign a contract as a business person cooperating with a language school. So I'm interested to know if I can arrange something like that myself.
Thank you for introduction of your experience. Perfectly done. And we can switch to the next participant. Lisa, can you introduce yourself shortly, please?
Sure. Good evening. In Ukraine, I had. Do you hear me? Yeah. It's okay. You hear?
Yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah,
hear
I
you
can
well.
hear you.
Okay. Thank you. In Ukraine, I have a production of wooden products, and for now it's still working, but not as it was before the war. I sell my products on Instagram and on website of our own company. And for now, I'm mostly sell products for how should I say cooperative orders, and I was thinking about to sell this products, wooden products, in Czech Republic, but I'm not sure if it would be popular here, and how should I do it correctly, and I'm interested in opening something else, maybe just another type of business, not concerning with my wooden production, but still I'm hesitating. I hope it will be very useful to attend your lecture, to know something new.
Yeah, thank you. How interesting. It's fine intention.
Thank you.
Tried here. So hopefully it will be helpful for you. And
thank you so
now,
much.
Yeah, thank you too. And now we can switch to the next participant, Natalia Stirnik. If I can ask you to introduce yourself shortly.
Yes, of course. I hope you see me because my camera doesn't show if you see me.
Yeah.
So dear organizers, dear colleagues, nice to see every one of you. I've been working all my life at the university. I have no experience in business at all, so and everything I hear, I heard before, and here now it's a new experience for me. And of course, I would try to have such a new experience for me, and to try to have some business, maybe, who knows, on my own. This is all in short, in order not to distract the attention and time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction. So it's perfect that you are here. And the next participant is Olena Krasulenko. Can I ask you?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, colleagues. Today I'm a CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, with over 15 years of experience in brand development. I have an experience, I have worked with different projects with Ukrainian and international brands, small and the biggest one. Currently, I'm in Prague, in Czech Republic, and I'm planning to use my experience for development, my own maybe marketing agency, maybe marketing consulting, and now I have different ideas, and one of the main of them that my agency would be targeted on Ukrainian business, Ukrainian owners who are based here and who work with Czech audience. I have some little experience in my own small business more than 5 years ago in Ukraine. My team were involved in creating different websites from scratch, and maybe I try to scale my experience for my new ideas there.
Perfectly done. Thank you for your introduction. And we can switch to Olha Buď, if possible. Or maybe the second Olha, if possible, because I don't hear the previous participant. Olha Sereda.
Good evening. Hello, everyone. I had a business in Ukraine, and I'm from Kiev. I have a confectionery, but now it's closed when the war started. Now I'm in Czech Republic. I want to try myself in not commercial organization, maybe. And I would like to know how it's working in Czech, because system for support, and I'm looking for the variants like support new people who comes in Czech Republic, like professional skills. Maybe it would be a agency who works with people that have no idea what to do in a new life. But the company would be work like I want to that it was be not commercial organization, like a business.
So it's fine that you have your intention. Thank you for its introduction, and we will work on it. Thank you. And now we can switch to, for instance, Tanya, if possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Tanya. I'm from Kharkiv, and in my previous life I had a fashion atelier in Ukraine, because I have a big experience in tailoring and pattern maker. So now I work in Prague like a tailor, and I opened some do you know it's named OSVC here, and now I'm in process saving of my money to rent a big space for new atelier in Prague.
Yeah, how interesting. Perfect. Thank you for your introduction. That's it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So thank you, Tanya. And now maybe Victoria, it's your turn.
Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm from Kharkiv too. I have experience in digital marketing, 15 years. I had agency of digital marketing in Kharkov, and now I live in Prague, and I am freelancer, and I want to create online shop Ukrainian books for our people for Europe.
Perfectly done. Thank you for this introduction. Well done. And
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And thank all of you for your introduction. Hopefully we haven't forgotten anyone. Maybe Olha Buď, but I am not sure if it is possible for her to join actively. So doesn't matter. And thank you.
Hello, sorry, but I haven't stable internet and sometimes have problem. I am from Poland group, but it was interesting for me to hear your lecture. I haven't in Ukraine. I hadn't in Ukraine own business, but I'm marketing manager, and have different experience. And so why not? I want to get our people in Poland. My experience.
Yeah, thank you. That's it.
Thank
you for your introduction. Well done. So hopefully we haven't forgotten anyone, and we can switch to the next slide and start with our today's presentation, because your introduction was very helpful to me to tailor some materials to fit your needs for the future. And now we have our introductory presentation. I would like to outline a few important aspects of entrepreneurship. First of all, we will be inspired by civil code. I don't want to overload you by rules and law, but it is fine to outline a few important things at the very beginning. Civil code is in fact občanský zákoník in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, Lenka, did you already switch to next slide? Or no?
Yeah, I have.
So we cannot see it.
Really not.
No, we see you are still on the first one, so I can recommend you.
Because I have here občanský. Okay, so
we can stop sharing, and if you can
I
share
will
all screen.
Stop sharing.
Share all your screen, and then
I will try it. So share all my screen. So thank you for it, because Zoom is really new for me. So I will share my screen, and hopefully.
Yeah, and now we can see it.
Yeah, now it's okay. Perfectly done. So I understand it, and thank you for your
So next time will be maybe easier.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so civil code, as I mentioned, občanský zákoník. For your purposes, I wrote there also in the Czech language, because it's fine to know it. And what is important, the person who so-called independently carries out gainful activity, some purposeful activity, and also on their own account and responsibility. It's also important, because business risk is a part, it's a common part of each business in a trade or similar manner, and with the intention of doing it consistently. Consistently, it's also important thing, because crucial is the intention to repeat our activity in future. It doesn't mean permanently, but consistently. It means that we want to repeat our activity, our business in future. And of course, our main goal is to achieve profit, to be profitable. And yeah, that's it. It's entrepreneur regarding the Czech law. And also we will work with the word enterprise, or it's our firm, our business. It's legal entity that is possessing the right to conduct its business. So it's a business organization or a systematic purposeful activity. But don't be overloaded by these things. What is important, you can find these basic rules in civil code, nový občanský zákoník in the Czech language. We will work with this picture relatively actively, because you can see there in the center, you can see the firm, the picture of the firm. It's the entity with some inputs, some work, some capital, and also, for instance, land, and output, which profit. So we would like to achieve some goals and achieve profit during our activity. And we must respect our stakeholders. Have you ever heard this word, stakeholders? Who are our stakeholders, in fact? It's my question, and anyone can answer. If you know, I would be glad. Who is stakeholder, in fact?
If I may, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
of course. Thank you.
I can share my understanding of who a stakeholder is relating to the activity I've been doing for many years at a university. A university has a stakeholder and defines him or her as any person or organization who relates to this business or enterprise. So who in this or that way is connected to this activity.
Yeah.
Either he provides a basis for training students or maybe shareholders or anything of that type.
Perfectly explained. Thank you, Katerina. Thank you very much, because stakeholders are very connected with our business because they have our own goals, but we have also our common goal, and we want for our business to operate very well and to make profit. So stakeholders are persons connected with our business, for instance, our customers or employees, suppliers. And it's necessary to be aware of them and to be aware of their own goals, because there are many goals of business. And it's my next questions. Do you know any basic goal of business? One of them was mentioned in the definition of entrepreneurship. In fact, do you remember anyone? Do you remember this basic goal of business? But we have more goals, I can say.
Profit is the main goal of business.
Yeah, profit, of course, to make profit. Thank you for it. And also, so I can outline basic business goals, and then I will return back in my presentation. So reasonable profit. Reasonable profit is main goal. It is also from our definition from the very beginning, from Civil Code. And reasonable, it means that we must be aware of our stakeholders and their own goals. Also, what is really important, long-term goal, is market value growth, and also our liquidity. It's so-called short-term goal, but we must be able to pay for our liabilities. Each day it's necessary to have enough cash to pay to our, for instance, suppliers, etc. So to be liquid. So main business goals, but we can have more goals. For instance, these terms are also connected with so-called mission and vision. Mission, the purpose, why we are here. For instance, I have here mission and vision of Tomáš Baťa. Vision is relatively similar to the mission, but it's much more connected with future goals. And Tomáš Baťa's mission was to cover the whole world with some shoes of high quality and to achieve great profit. So it's one mission of the company. And I have here also more missions and visions. For instance, company Google. Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it accessible and useful for the whole world. And we have here also Facebook. Facebook's mission is to give people the power to share and to make the world more open and connected. And the very last business goal, as an example, is goal of Coca-Cola to refresh the world in mind, body, and spirit. So very nice business goals and missions and visions of the company. So it's a part of each business plan. It's fine to have your own vision and mission. And there is one short task just to relax, think about something purposeful at the very beginning. For instance, you can imagine that you are going to open a new cafe in Prague, for instance, in the center, and you can think about possible goals of your new business. What do you think about it? Which goals can we mention, for instance? Any idea?
To create, for example, to create the national business and several cafes in Czech Republic, the main famous cafes in Czech Republic at all, like a Starbucks, but in Czech manner.
Yeah. Perfectly done, definitely. Because today it's very it's fine that you also mentioned the Starbucks because we will have short video here about Starbucks SWOT analysis during our lecture. But now, yeah, one goal could be, for instance, to offer something national, something special for the customers, something new. That is different from our competition, for instance. Well done. And of course, there could be much more possible goals. Okay. And now we can switch to a few information about the business plan. We will work with business plan more deeply during our next lecture, that is in 2 days on Thursday. But basic purpose of a business plan. Your final task in this course will be to outline a few information regarding your future business, your business plan, and share your ideas with us. So we will work continuously on our ideas and we will work with our business plan. What is the basic purpose of this document? Why is it so important, so crucial for us as an entrepreneur and also for our business partners, for instance? Is there anyone with any idea?
The main goal is attract financing or attract investors who could finance your business, be your partner. Or another goal is for us to understand the financial results, the future benefits of our business. We could be ready, to understand when we receive future value of our business.
Perfectly explained. Thank you, Olga, because you mentioned that it's necessary for us to understand our financial sources, for instance, to be sure that we are able to cover all the necessary sources for the very beginning. And also we can be aware of business risk because our business is connected with business risk, and it's fine to write down our ideas and then we are able to identify our potential risk better. And it's also important for our investors or bank if we need to get some additional sources. It's necessary to introduce our business plan. So there are many reasons that are really important for us, and it's the main purpose of business plan. It's in fact a roadmap that will help us to achieve our goals. So it's the main purpose. I have here also one short video regarding business plan. Maybe in a few minutes you can watch it. I will share this video. It's very short, but First of all, I would like to outline a few types of business plan. Maybe you know some of them, or maybe all of them, because the first one is so-called elevator pitch. Elevator pitch is in fact oral presentation of your main ideas. For instance, just 2-minute presentation. In case you meet your potential investor in elevator, you can outline your ideas very shortly and perceive him to give you some money, for instance. Executive summary, it is written type of business plan, just about 2 lists of paper, and it's fine to share our goals, to write them down, and to be aware of our main purpose, main risk, and also necessary financial sources. Then shorter form of business plan. If we don't want to share everything, we can have our shorter business plan and also our complete plan with our know-how, for instance, because it could be relatively dangerous to share our know-how at the very beginning with everybody. So for basic types of business plan, in my opinion, at the very beginning of this course, it would be fine for each of you to come up with elevator page and also maybe with executive summary, and we will introduce your purposes, your goals, your plans, idea regarding financial sources, etc. So some shorter form of business plan will be created here. Okay, I have here many videos and we will watch a few of them in a while, but now we are relatively fresh, I hope, and we can continue with one example of business idea, because I chose one idea regarding Czech startup. Maybe you have heard about fitness application Fitify. It was startup during COVID times because it wasn't possible to go to fitness centers and to be active there. So this fitness application was very useful for some people. So this application was very good aimed and timed, because COVID time was very difficult time for many companies, but this startup was a successful one. Well, and very last type of business plan I would like to mention is so-called business model canvas. Probably you have heard about this type of plan because it's relatively specific. It's just this table with 9 segments with our key activities, key partners, customer relationships, and the most important things for our investor or our key partners that are important to outline them. So it's business model canvas. Is there anyone who have never heard about it? Can you just for my information, raise your hands here in this program? Yeah, because it's relatively new form. Yeah, it's okay because we will outline, we will watch also the video about business model canvas. It's another form of business plan. Thank you for it. It could be useful for you. It's one form and you can be inspired by it. Okay. So maybe we can start with this video about the business model canvas. It's relatively specific form. 9 segments will be outlined in the video, and hopefully it will be visible for you. For sure, I will also insert the link into Moodle. In case of need, you can watch it later, but now it's just short video about 2-3 minutes, and you can be inspired by business model canvas shortly. Okay, so let me switch to this video. Maybe I will stop my video shortly and stop share this presentation, and now I will switch to business model canvas, and hopefully I can share.
Yeah, just don't forget to share the sound also.
Yeah, I understand. So now hopefully it will be okay. Yeah, now it should be visible for you. Is it okay?
Yeah, it is visible.
Perfectly done. So we can outline business model canvas shortly because it's also one form of business plan. And I also insert the link connected with this video into Moodle to our first lecture. So let's get started. Okay, sorry, there are some titles that are in French language. I really don't know why. So I will switch them. Relationships with staff, revenue streams in general, key resources and key activities required to create them, key partners, and the cost structure of the business. But it's not sufficient to just
Because we don't hear sound. Yes. Yeah.
Is it better without sound or if?
Maybe if you when you're sharing, it's need to click. It's there are small market, small direction mark, and when you click in that, you need to click share with. When you click on sharing, you need to click down. There is small window. You need to click and share with sound. So maybe this is the reason why I didn't hear it so well. Or we can put it more
Really,
louder.
You didn't hear it well.
Yeah, we heard the beginning and then we didn't hear anything. So
really? Okay, so which button?
Try to share again. And
Okay,
when you will
sure.
share our screen, when it starts sharing, and you have option to share the screen.
Okay.
If there is a share sound, it's on the left.
Yeah, share sound, and it's necessary to click to it.
That,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for it.
Oh, sorry, I'm still sharing.
Yeah.
I don't want to share it.
Now yeah. Okay, and so we can finish it because it's just short video.
Yeah,
Thank
but for
you
next time, just to remind.
Yeah, I will know because it's new program for me. So thank you for your patience.
No problem.
And now.
Yeah, still is relatively weak sound. No, you don't. It's general.
Okay, it's the same with the sound.
Yeah. Did you click on?
mentioned-
Did you click on the sharing the sound or?
I think so, because
So
doesn't matter. So I will insert the link regarding this video into Moodle, and I will try it later. But what is really important is to outline this model, these 9 segments, and of course each participant can watch this video, and we can think about it more deeply next time, because next time we will discuss business plan. Okay, so now let me switch to my presentation again. So sorry for some technical things, because it's my presentation. Is it visible for you? Is it okay?
yeah, we can see full screen the business model canvas. So I think it should be fine.
Thank
We'll
you.
see.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. And now we can switch to something else we will work with. We can switch to SWOT analysis. That is also an important part of business plan. And have you ever heard about this tool? Probably yes, I think. And my question is how to use SWOT analysis in your business plan. Why is this tool so important to be mentioned there? Anyone can share his or her idea with me. SWOT analysis. This abbreviation is connected with 4 basic words. So is there anyone? What does it mean, SWOT analysis? Yeah, so Katarina, you can explain. Thank you.
Well, as the abbreviation goes, S stands for strengths, W for weaknesses, O opportunities, and T threats. So the analysis helps us to understand not only the things we can base on our strong sides, but also predict some possible risks. Maybe think how we can avoid them, or how can we substitute the weak sides of our business.
Definitely, you explained it perfectly. Thank you for it. Because SWOT analysis is a crucial part of our business plan to be achievable, because together with financial plan, it's very important thing. And the abbreviation is connected with these 4 aspects: our strengths and our weaknesses. Strengths and weaknesses are in fact internal aspects, and we can manage them, we can deal with them. We are active in this field because strengths are things that our company does well. For instance, we should be able to work with our liquidity. It's up to us. It's a necessary thing, and it's an internal part of SWOT analysis. Our weakness is something that we can change also, something that we are limited with now, but in future, it's fine to strengthen our weaknesses. It could be our strategy. Opportunities and threats are external factors, and we should be aware of them. It is not so easy for us to change them because they are external. For instance, potential threats. Can you imagine any potential threat for our business? I am convinced that you definitely can. Anyone, what could be external threat for our business, for our goals, intention? So anyone, you can raise your hand or you can unmute your microphone if you want.
I could provide some
Thank you, Olga.
example. External threats for Ukraine for us is obvious because Russian aggression is it such example because it's really external threat which we couldn't predict previously. But yeah, for sure we could be ready maybe for some point of view because our war in the east part of Ukraine in Donbass began in 2014. That's why we need to understand the future potential of Russian army and its aggression. It's one of the obvious example, Russian aggression.
Yeah.
Maybe someone provide more examples.
Yeah, definitely, it's enough because it's the most serious threat, of course, and yeah, yeah, it's very hard to do anything with this threat. And opportunities are also external, but it's fine to be aware of them and to use them during our business, in fact. So our SWOT analysis should be finished by some strategy for the future because we would like to have our strengths for the future. We would like to strengthen our weaknesses. We would like to be aware of threats and opportunities and work with them as actively as we can because there is just few things we can choose, but we should be aware of them. So it's SWOT analysis, and in a while we will watch one video, or I can insert you to the chat window. I can insert you the link regarding this video because you can also watch it separately in case of problems with sound, and it will be connected with SWOT analysis of Starbucks coffee. It's very interesting because there are identified some strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of Starbucks and also its strategy. Okay, there are also one example of more business risks, for instance, rising prices of materials in construction and necessity to use some alternative sources. It's a producer of doors, Sapele. It's one example. And also during COVID times, we were facing of many threats. It was relatively difficult or impossible to do some business. Okay. And now I will try to show you the video of Starbucks. Maybe I can play it and share it with you. And for sure, I will insert the link to the chat window. And in case of need, you can open this link and you can watch it separately. It's about 5 minutes video regarding SWOT analysis of Starbucks, and then we will summarize some strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of this company. Okay, so first of all, I will turn off my video for a while and will insert the link to the chat window, and then I will share this video later with you. So the link should be visible for you, I hope.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, thank you for your reaction. And now I will try to share the video, if possible, about Starbucks. And shortly we can outline it in just 3 minutes video regarding SWOT analysis of Starbucks. So I will try to share the sound. Hopefully it will work now. Now it should be visible, and I also use the button share sound, so hopefully it will work.
The company we'll examine is Starbucks, the well-known U.S. coffee company and coffeehouse chain. It was founded in Seattle in 1971 and operates in several countries around the world. Let's start with the company's strengths. First, almost everyone knows its brand, right? So it definitely has a strong brand recognition. Starbucks has been proclaimed the most recognized coffee brand in the world, quite an advantage regarding other companies in the industry. The firm's brand is one offering of a differentiated product to customers, which is coherent with its strategy and pricing. Clients have expressed they love the atmosphere in Starbucks coffee houses. They can use free Wi-Fi and enjoy the coffee drinking experience to the fullest. The company owns thousands of outlets around the world, and its clients can find it even when traveling overseas. That's a strong advantage, as it ensures loyal clients can remain such even overseas. And finally, Starbucks supply chain management ensures the quality of coffee served to customers is excellent. The company chooses its suppliers carefully, which improves the quality of its products and ensures clients receive a super coffee experience. This is another choice in sync with its differentiation strategy. Okay, very good. Let's take off our rosy glasses and consider some of the firm's weaknesses. One could argue Starbucks offers the same product in all countries where it operates. It does not customize it according to the different tastes of people in different geographies. For some customers, this is an issue, and they prefer competitor products tailored to their specific geographical preferences. In addition, Starbucks has a premium price policy, which is not in line with most customers' expectations. Not all countries have enough middle and high-income class individuals who can afford to pay extra for their coffee. Weakness number 3 would be the high employee turnover that the chain's coffee shops have. It is difficult to serve coffee as a premium product when the company's baristas have been on the job for only a couple of weeks. In terms of opportunities, we can say the following. Starbucks can access new countries easily. It simply has to apply its existing business model in these new geographies. Emerging markets can be a great source of growth for the company. Starbucks has also entered agreements within the entertainment industry and partnered with movie-producing companies. That can be a great opportunity for the firm, too. One of the biggest threats for Starbucks is the saturation of the American market, which is where most of its outlets are located. Consumers are increasingly invested in healthier lifestyle, and some substitute products are better positioned to capture the attention of the health-conscious clientele. Okay, we'll stop here. This is what a SWOT analysis looks like in practice.
Okay, so it's enough regarding our SWOT analysis of Starbucks, but I am convinced that it is inspiring. So let me switch to my presentation, and maybe we can think about strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of Starbucks. Is there, in your opinion, is there anything that Starbucks can change or tailor in their future plans? Is there anything to change, to manage, to deal with in the future? Olha? Anyone can answer. Any idea regarding strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of Starbucks? Katarina, thank you for your hand.
Well, considering the weaknesses and threats, they could extend the assortment, for instance, and think of localization in different countries, as they are a widespread chain of coffee shops for different countries, considering the national preferences. Then they could also think of, if they are interested in attracting more customers, they could think of some basic price offers, which is more affordable to everybody, not only to middle class.
Definitely. Thank you for your ideas. You are right.
Yeah.
Because you were focused on their weaknesses, and they are relatively expensive for some customers, and also their products are not customized to local tastes. So there are some possible ways what to change, and also they can focus on a high employee turnover and try to change, try to manage it. Okay, it could be connected with their future strategy. Well done. So it was just short SWOT analysis, and we will work with it more deeply in our next lectures. And now, just shortly, we have about 20 minutes left. And just in short, I would like to outline a few legal rules or legal forms of business in the Czech Republic, because we will work with them during our lectures. So today, in the meantime, we outlined some potential goals of business, mission, vision, business plan and its importance, and also SWOT analysis. And now I would like to focus shortly on the introduction to possible legal forms of business and some business law that is in the Czech Republic, very important for each entrepreneur. So we have here trade business activities, and these activities is called živnost in the Czech language. I have here also in the Czech language for you to orient in this field. For instance, it is called also fyzická osoba, podnikatel, from time to time freelancer. It is also a relatively proper term for trade business activities or craft business, licensed trade. So as you can see, many synonyms regarding trade business activities. And also we can set up business corporation. It's larger form of business, and it is called právnická osoba, corporation, korporace, and it is in fact the company. And we will work deeply with trade and trade activities because there are many types of trade activities we can do in the Czech Republic. But we need trade licensing office for it, and it's the activity that is carried out independently. It's relatively similar to definition of entrepreneur, if you can remember. And what is important is the entrepreneur's own name and responsibility to be responsible for potential risk. And we have here a few types of trade business activities in the Czech Republic. And I think it's our third lecture, so next week, we will outline them more deeply, how to set up trade here, trade business activity, because we have notifiable trades that is necessary to notify to the office, and then permitted trade. There we need some state permission to do this business. So there are some types of business: unqualified trade, vocational and professional trade. We will discuss it later. And then we have corporations. And in the Czech Republic, we recognize 4 main types of corporation. And the most common is limited liability company or private limited company. It's also a synonym, and it means společnost s ručením omezeným. There is wide range of limited liability companies because it's relatively easy now to set up this company. But we have also joint stock company. It's the most complicated form, I would say. Limited partnership, it is not so common. It is not so commonly used. And general commercial partnership or unlimited partnership. It's veřejná obchodní společnost in the Czech language. So we will outline mainly these basic forms of business, basic corporations, and also basic types of craft business in our future lectures. And one of the last information, of course, advantages and disadvantages, we will be able to summarize them after our lecture. But what is fine is that advantages of a corporation are connected with more security and protection, and mainly easier access to capital, to get some potential money from investors or bank. But it's more time consuming to set up their administrative. There is more administration and also double taxation, for instance. We will outline it later. So each form of business has its advantages and disadvantages. We will discuss it. And as I mentioned at the very beginning of our lecture, we have a few rules that are very important for entrepreneurs in the Czech Republic. For instance, civil code, it is občanský zákoník, Business Corporation Act. This rule is connected with setting up of a corporation. It's relatively new in the Czech Republic. Civil code was also changed in about 2014, so it's a relatively new rule too. And the Trade Licensing Act, it's živnostenský zákon, it's very important for craft business, setting up the craft business. Yeah, and I would like to mention also a few important institutions, but not to be overloaded by many details. We will mention it more deeply later in our next lectures. Now, I would like to summarize the key points from our today's lecture because it was introductory lecture, and I have a short quiz here for you and a few questions that are fine to outline. For instance, maybe it will be fine to open my second presentation with quiz and share it with you. Hopefully it will be visible for you. Is it visible for you?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, thank you. So it's short quiz that is connected with today's lecture. So we will summarize some key points, and then at the very end of our today's lecture, I will give you some tasks. Just do not worry with it, because we will work continuously to create our business plan, but to think about something specific. It will be our task for Thursday's lecture. So, what do you think? Which aspects are very important for the entrepreneur? For instance, what is its main purpose or goal? Can you mention any aspect that could be very important or crucial for the entrepreneur? You can think about the definition of entrepreneurship. Is there anything that we must be aware of? So anyone can answer, can explain. Which aspects? There was a definition of an entrepreneur, and I can summarize it together with you, because what was really important to be independent, to do it consistently, because there is the intention to repeat our activity. It's very important for an entrepreneur, with our responsibility to be aware of potential business risks. So it's the definition of entrepreneurship. Okay, and now I can switch to the next slide, and also there is the answer, who is a stakeholder, so we can remind of it, because I showed the answer, but doesn't matter. Is there anyone who would like to remind me of this term, stakeholder? It's someone else than shareholder in joint stock company. Who is a stakeholder, in fact?
I try, if possible.
Thank you.
Stakeholders are people, or it could be not just people, it could be companies, organizations, governments, bodies, which related somehow, in some way, to our business.
Yeah.
So it could be like our customers or our competitors, or it could be government who regulate our activity. So it could be wide range of different people and organizations.
Yeah, perfectly explained. Thank you, Olga. Because easy said, it is a person that is an interest in our business. For instance, our suppliers, customers, also state, because of our taxation, etc. Well done. And the basic business goals. Do you remember 3 basic business goals regarding business economy? Which goals are the crucial ones?
I'll try if it possible.
Thank you.
The main business goals could be the first one, profit, of course. The second one, market value, and the third one, liquidity. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. You remember it very well. Thank you, Olena. Yes, market value growth and also reasonable profit because of our stakeholders. We must be aware of their own goals and also our liquidity. Perfect. Yeah, and we explained purpose of business plan deeply, so maybe it is not necessary to ask this question. It's our roadmap, and we will work with business plan during our next lecture very actively. But do you know any type of business plan? Do you remember? Anyone? Any type of business plan? Because we have many types.
I can try.
Thank you.
It's lift pitching, business summary, business plan, full business plan, and one else.
Yeah, you remember it very well because we mentioned oral presentation of our business plan. It is called elevator pitch, just about 2-minute speech. Executive summary, it's very short, short business plan that is outlining the crucial goals and our financial needs, etc. Then short form of business plan or complete business plan. And maybe we can mention also business model canvas. Well done. Business model canvas is also one form. And yeah, we have discussed SWOT analysis relatively deeply. Maybe one last question. Do you remember any legal form of business that we have mentioned at the end of our lecture? Any legal form of business in the Czech Republic? Do you remember it? We outlined it very shortly.
LLD.
Живность.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Thank you, Olga. Okay, so maybe there were some problems with sound, but doesn't matter. Just to remind, to summarize, we mentioned trade business activities and also business corporations. And also there are many types of this business with many specifics. We will discuss setting up of them in our lectures. Okay, hopefully you are not overloaded by much information. I would like to outline the task or one thing for you regarding next time, because your task will be, hopefully it is visible for you, to think about your business goals regarding your business plan, potential business plan, if you have any. And if you don't have any business plan yet, it doesn't matter, because you can just think about it, try to imagine some intention that you can do and write it down, preferably your business goals. You can think about it. And in our next lecture, we will outline the goals of your business, the topic and the field of your business, and also connected business goals. And it's one task, just think about it, because we will create this plan. And also I will insert my presentation with quiz into Moodle, and you can summarize more questions that I prepared for you. So that's your future task. So hopefully you are not overloaded by information. And now it's time for your potential questions. If you have any, do not hesitate to ask. You have time to discuss potential questions, because it was our introductory lecture. And I learned a lot information about you. It was very helpful for me. And in case you need to know anything regarding our next structure or next tasks, do not hesitate to ask. Okay, or you can, of course, you can ask also later if you need. But first of all, I would like to thank you for your perfect cooperation, because you are perfect audience here. And I'm looking forward meeting you on Thursday. So we will meet again. And for today, it's all. This presentation is available for you, and I will insert also more materials into the course structure in Moodle. Okay? So in case of no questions, I would like to